Hi everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft, and I'm back today with another tutorial. Now, I bought this, I don't know, a month or two, maybe it's longer, and it's sort of like a notepad folder, I guess, and it opens up and you've got a pocket. You can slide your little notebook in and out so you can refill it. And it's got like a little clip on there so you can put papers on or whatever. So I don't like the cover that I got it with, so I thought we could make our own. Now I won't be able to put this on because I don't have one. You will be able to buy them, but we don't have to have that on. I can't anyway, so other than that, we're going to make this. I thought it would be nice, and I think yeah, it's an 8/5 pad folio, so I think these would be great for Christmas gifts, if I'm honest. So I've got a couple of pieces of GREYBOARD. Now you can use GREYBOARD, chipboard, even a couple of cereal boxes cut up. It's entirely up to you. And this is what I write my measurements on, actually. So the chipboard or cardboard needs to be 9 by 6.5 inches, and you need 2 of them. And then I've got a bit for the spine, which is 9 by 1 inches. And I've just popped tape on them. Now, I've picked a couple of pieces of patterned paper, and I'm going to turn it on the reverse, and it's 12 inches, but I've cut it down to 11 inches in height. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to join them together because it's not wide enough for what I need it to be. So it looks like one's slightly longer than the other, even though I cut them both together. Don't quite get that. Never mind. I'm going to glue them, tape them together. So all I'm going to do is put some double-sided tape just down one of the edges, and I want to make sure that I get it right to the edge here. Okay. And then I'm going to peel this off, and we're just going to attach it. All you need to do is just pop it where the tape is. Okay. And then when we turn it over, we've got one long piece now, which will probably be too long. We'll probably have to trim some off. So we're going to have one of our pieces about here. I'm hoping you can see it all, because I know it's really big for the camera and the light's not the best because it's quite late now. And then I'm going to obviously have the spine there, which we need to leave a gap, and then our other piece of board here. So just really like we would for, you know, every other thing we make with like chipboard and stuff like that. And the join can actually go on the back, so you won't really see that anyway. And then I'm just going to trim this off here. I'm not really too bothered because it's going to get folded over and stuff anyway. So I think, oh, that's quite messy, that actually. I think we're all right here. And this, I don't know why, but this is slightly longer as well. I'm just going to take a tiny little bit off that. So I'm going to have them just about there. Okay, so I'm going to get these stuck down. And I'm just going to pop it on here. Stick that down there. And then I'm going to do the opposite side. Okay, now for these bits here, if you just take your bone folder and just sort of press them down, just like that. And then I'm going to get some glue as well, and I'm going to make sure, you know, there's plenty glue on here as well. So just all the bits that the tape hasn't got any on, if you know what I mean. All right, and then we can just fold this over and we should have nice neat corners. Okay, so there we go. We've already got the start of our little folio binder, and as I said, we've got the join on the back, which is not too bad, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to pop a little bit of glue. I think I've just tore the paper a tiny bit there. To be fair, it isn't the thickest paper, if I'm honest. Okay, so we've got that. Now I want to cover the inside. So I've got another couple of pieces which I cut to 8 3/4 this time, but I left them the length, which is 12. And then hopefully we'll just have to join a little bit there. So I'm basically just going to get this all stuck in. You know what I might do is actually just put 2 bits and a spine in the middle, because then it sort of avoids it like sticking up if you don't get it stuck properly. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do that actually, and I'll have all the measurements on my blog. So I'll get these cut and we'll stick them in. Yeah, so what I've decided to do is cut them in separate bits. So I know the spine is 2 inches wide for the the paper. Okay, so there is the coverings, you know, the bases of the folio binder done. Now you will need a notepad of some sort, which is an A5, okay, and it needs like a cardboard on the back so we can slot it in. So what I've done is I've chose some pink card, which is going to be, this is going to be for the pad, and then this one here is going to be for a pocket that we're going to make. So you can see in this one a pocket and also the part to slip the pad in. So this piece of card for the pad is 7 3/8 by 6 3/4. So I'm going to get the scoreboard out. So 7 3/8 by 6 3/4. So we're going to score the long side, the 7 3/8, at 1/2 inch on each end, okay? So 1/2 inch, then I'm just going to rotate it and 1/2 inch again. So you'll end up with that. Now the pocket is 8 1/4 by 4 1/8. You're going to score the long side at 1/2 inch and 1 inch on each side. So 1/2 inch and 1 inch, turn it round, 1/2 inch and 1 inch, okay? And then you are going to score the short side at 1/2 inch. So you will end up with that. So take this out the way. So we'll start with a notepad. Basically we're just going to fold and burnish them 2 1/2 inch score lines. And we're going to get tape down each score line, and that is then going to glue onto here like this. And we'll also want tape along the bottom so the pad doesn't fall out. Now with a bit of luck it may fit, but if it doesn't we can always trim the cardboard down a bit. So yeah, I think we've got ample room there. So have it like that. So take the tape off. And then I'm going to make sure I've got, that's going to be obviously the back piece, and I'm going to pop this with the tape at the bottom, just at the bottom of the pad, really, the bottom of the where we've got the paper. And that is how you can keep refilling it by popping your notebook in. So if I take this, as you can see, it slots in there really well. That's better actually. So there we go, I've got my pad which I can refill, and then obviously when we close it we've got our little folio. So what I was going to do as well, now you don't have to, but I've also cut a piece of paper, and what I've done is I've cut it to the width of the notepad, then I've literally just folded it around the top like that, and I've just put tape on what will be the back, and so when the notepad's in I've got a little flap, but you don't even have to have one of them if you don't want to. but that's what I'm, just so we've got a nice little cover as well. And the paper pad I used had some lovely like little cuttle parts and stuff with it. So this one, I'm actually going to pop this on the front of here, let your dreams blossom, and I've just put some tape on the back, but of course you can put whatever you want on yours. So this is going to go on the front of my little cover here, just there. And I'm going to put the pad, slot the pad back in. There we go. Isn't that really, really nice? And then you've got the choice of making them however you want them then. So the pocket, let's move this out of the way. Really easy. Just fold and burnish your score lines. So the pocket is actually going to be like a sort of, actually it's going to be more of an accordion fold. So this bit is going to glue on the back, so it's got a bit more room. So you're actually going to fold it a mountain and then a valley actually. So you're going to have it like this. Okay, and then the bottom, what we can do here, remove these two little squares. We don't really need these. And then that will just go on the bottom, because I don't really want the bottom sort of having to flip up and down. It's only really the sides that we want like that, because it's gonna be sticking flat like that, if you get what I mean. So I'm just going to put some tape on to these bits here and I'll be back. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually cut a little bit of paper. I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of paper on there as well, and I've cut a finger hole, but I can do that again now in a minute, so that don't worry about that. And then I'm going to show you how to stick the pocket in. So I'll put this on first. Okay. And then if I get my little 1-inch punch again, I can just go over that bit. So you want tape on the inside and you want tape on the bottom. Now what you want to do is, when you want to fold these in, so this is the back, the reverse, and then take your inside tape off here, but then stick this to there, so it's like that. Can you see? Then you can remove the tape from there. We'll take our little A5 folio binder, and then I'm just going to pop this down on the bottom, making sure I'm not catching any of the score lines. Okay, give that a good stick down. So can you see? That's what I mean. We've got a nice deep pocket now. But I mean, isn't that just beautiful? I think it's so pretty. And obviously if you want to have, you know, a little closure on, it's entirely up to you. But we've got our lovely notebook, which is refillable. We can put little bits and pieces in there. And then another one of the cuddle parts was Blossom and Bloom, and I've just backed it onto some gold mirror card, and I'm going to pop this on the front. Pretty. That would just be a beautiful gift for anybody. Really professional, and they can refill it, and I think it looks a damn sight better than that one. It's nice as it is. I don't really like the pattern, but why buy one when you can make your own? And that looks beautiful. I think that is so pretty. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll make one. As I said, there'd be brilliant gifts for teachers for Christmas, family, friends, whatever. So yeah, I'll have all the info on my blog. The link will be under the video, so go and check that out, as well as I'll put the link for my website as well. So I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing another live with some more crepe paper flowers. So take care and bye for now.